Welcome to this week's episode of Within the Paragon. I am your host, Jake Stanley. This week we have another interesting and awesome interview planned, so stay tuned. I hope you have your snacks. I hope you have your drinks. I hope you're ready because we're coming at you fast. This week's guest, enjoy the clip. Gotta find it first.
Finally, Night Crew is here. Y'all can have this. Enjoy. Hold up, Morning Crew. What y'all been doing, man? I got all these orders up here. Y'all got crap all over the floor. What y'all been doing all day? It's called We Was Busy. Anyway, you gonna take me? I'm not starting yet, man. You gonna clean this stuff up, man. I'm not starting you, Gary. Take these headphones. Take them. Take these headphones. I'm not clocking in till you clear these orders off and this floor. Finally, Night Crew is here. Y'all can have this.
Welcome to the show. Our guest today, Kenyon Long.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Good? What up, Jay? Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm grinding, man. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LA, enjoying this LA weather, No humble brag, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Dude, that's awesome, man. You California. What part?
Well, we in the valley, but
Okay.
To be specific, and just to be specific, in the valley part of LA. But,
cool.
Yeah, we're in the valley part. Yes, sir.
Nice, man. How long you been out there? Is that where you from?
No. Originally, I am from the great state of North Carolina. Shouts out to everybody from North Carolina, South Carolina. That is where I'm born, bred, and raised. Went to college there, everything. So, yeah, that's where I'm from, and I moved out to L.A. I think this year marks 10 years. I think this is 10 years. I kind of reset the clock when I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago.
Nice.
For a year and a half. So, so I think that I was on my 9th year right before I left. I left in the middle of it. So I think this is about to be, this summer is like 10 years in LA.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I'm from North Carolina, right?
Oh, you are?
I'm in it right now. Yeah, man. I'm born and raised.
Know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
what part of North Carolina are you from?
I'm from below
You from where?
Wilmington, like below Wilmington. Yeah.
But what's below Wilmington?
They've got all these beaches in between Myrtle Beach and Wilmington.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Right there, dab smack in the middle.
Oh, wow. Really? I didn't know that. Past Carolina Beach?
Yeah, down south of that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're south of Carolina Beach, but before Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Roundabout.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this podcast then. Keep it Carolina. You feel me?
That's right. Yeah. Hey, funny thing. Last week we had another guy from TikTok I grew up with from North Carolina.
Really?
And he's in California now. He was from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, I always like to say Charlotte. And I always think about that. That just looks like a fake Charlotte. I used to hate to say that, like Charlotte. I'm like, y'all should just be called Charlotte Part 2. That's what's up, bro.
Love when I get the shallot.
Yeah, shallot. Yeah, no, I'm from High Point, man. High Point, North Carolina. Represent
furniture town.
That's right. Furniture capital of the world. That's our claim to fame. And John Coltrane. That's it. And buses. We make furniture. We make the school buses. Thomas built buses. I worked there in high school. And John Coltrane. That's it.
There you go. Claim to fame.
That's
claim
right.
to fame.
Yeah, I'm not that famous yet, so they can't claim me yet. But it's all good. I got a little more work on TikTok to get my own day in High Point.
Yeah, man. So when did this grind start on TikTok? That's the background kind of thing with this. I know it's a big story, question.
Yeah. It is kind of like it's kind of like a crazy journey with TikTok because of course I was on other apps, Instagram, heavy doing skits for Instagram. I was on Vine doing skits. I was on YouTube, and so my daughter had Musical.ly, and she was doing Musical.ly. And I tried. This is before they had comedy, and I was like, "Oh, y'all, they don't have comedy there. I don't want to do that." And I remember I told you like my daughter sings, so I said, "Oh, this is good for you." You know, this is when she was like 7, and I said, "Oh yeah, this is good for you because yes, kids on here singing, so you can sing." So I was on Musical.ly for a little bit, but I was like, there's no comedy. And then they added a comedy section, so then I started to do a little more on Musical.ly when they had comedy. So I was doing that. And then I ended up getting a deal with ByteDance for a different app, actually. So there's a sister app out there. And so I was a paid influencer for a whole year with ByteDance. We got to, get our views
cool.
throttled.
That's
I was creating
nice.
content for them. We got to go to VidCon, and we had our own booth. I was hosting that. We all had like shifts, but yeah, I worked VidCon as a host on our booth. And it's called Vigo Video. It's still out there right now. But, so I was doing that for a whole year. A couple other kids that was on that roster. I forgot his name. I know Kales. He's pretty huge. He does doing reactions right now. But he was on there with me. And then James Davis, he was on there. And Drea Knows Best. She was a part of this team. So they were all big on Musical.ly, but I wasn't. So it was cool to be around them, see how they do it, and now they're big on TikTok and, of course, killing it. They brought their followers over. So for TikTok, when we got the word that TikTok was, Musical.ly was porting over to TikTok, I was approached by, I guess, someone from TikTok in the early stages, 2018, right before I moved. And they talked about, we need influencers. And I was just kind of like, whatever. You know what I mean? No one was using TikTok. So I was like, whatever, bro. So then they was just like, okay, well, we'll pay you, a certain amount this each month. I'm like, oh, okay. Because they were owned by ByteDance, the same company. So I thought it was the same kind of deal. But then I'm like, okay, cool. And then next thing you know, I don't know. The deal we was trying to do didn't go through. So I just like, okay, whatever. About TikTok then, you're not going to pay me to be on your app then. Because I'm always like trying to, we all trying to like get the brand deals. So I downloaded TikTok, so I ended up not being able to port over all my Musical.ly, which I think I only had like 1,000 at that time, and I ended up losing it, and that was Kenyon Comedy on Musical.ly. So I had to, Kenyon Long. So then I tried to do a Kenyon Long. I messed up on the password, so I created this new one called Kenyon Comedy. And I said, you know what? I'm trying to be uniform, one name on all platforms, but I said, you know what? It's going to be Kenyon Comedy. So I just started doing TikToks, and I was just doing them 2018. All right, 2018 in Christmas time. I was doing TikToks every now and then, but I was concentrating on Instagram because we was in the middle of Instagram skits. I had a crew. We was doing skits on Instagram, and so that's what my concentration was: Instagram and YouTube, and just doing skits for those and trying to do longer skits. And that's my concentration. But, I throw some on TikTok when I chop it up to 15 seconds. And then after that, 2018, I started doing a little bit more. 2019, I started seeing TikTok pretty much, became this mega app. And I'm like, okay. Sorry. So, I still wasn't thinking about it. Just Instagram. People killing Instagram.
Right.
And I just started, posting a little bit more TikToks, maybe 5 a week. You know what I mean? But then next thing you know, I was like, all right, TikTok start getting bigger and start getting bigger. And I'm like, all right, let me just start doing TikTok. So this is all the way up until 2019. So 2019, I started like doing TikToks consistently, probably a couple of times a day. And then that's, I had my first video go viral straight up and hit 1 million views. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then next thing you know, with TikTok, once you get 1 million views, your next video,
yeah,
like 5,000, 3,000. What happened? What happened to the million? So I was like, dang, and I was doing them everywhere. I was in Atlanta at the time, so I do them in the street everywhere, whatever. I was working in events. I would do some TikToks. So I was just kind of doing it, going hard on it, and it just kind of growing slow. Then I caught another 1 million view TikTok. And, I was still going at it, but really concentrating on it. And then next thing you know, I just kept going and kept going. And so the followers were growing slow, though. And I seen other people that I knew that I grew up with just like straight up, these kids start blowing up right, left and right. And then I tried to get my daughter into it, and she was on TikTok for a little bit, and we did some, like my oldest TikToks had her in it. I was doing skits with her,
Right.
and then I'll pull her in sometimes, and then she kind of just like stopped making her own. She was just watching TikToks, and so I just kept going at it, and then I just started seeing everybody else was like, yo, all kinds of people blowing up on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I grew up with Tabitha Brown, who got really big on TikTok. She's, worked at the radio station in Greensboro, and literally, I literally covered her shift one time, way back when I was in high school. I worked, I got to be on the radio station because she was sick or something that day. And people started talking about Tabitha Brown. I was like, yo, Tabitha, why do you, I'm like, okay. I knew she was out here in L.A., but she was doing videos based off of being vegan. You know what I mean? She had to eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I was like, oh, Tabitha is on TikTok. And then she just became like the girl. Celebrities were sharing her. I'm like, oh, wow, TikTok is through the roof, man. And then next thing you know, she was out of there. She was, getting deals. And I was like, yo, you know what I mean? I definitely got to, I try to be everywhere. But it's like definitely like really trying to get this TikTok down. So I just kept grinding, man, and caught another 1 million view video. And, then we just started doing like, what we're doing today is like I started doing like, okay, I did these kind of videos. GameStop had got popular because of the stock market. And so I said, I can't really do a stock one, but let me just I do TikToks based off of trends too. On Google Trends or what people are talking about. Right. So I said, let me just do one about somebody who worked at GameStop. And so I started doing that. And then that's when I caught it like I think it was another like 500,000, I think, plus. It could be 1 million now. But yeah, it was up there when I was talking about working at GameStop. So I just started doing series of videos based on that. And people were like going crazy. Yeah, man. And GameStop sucks. And so I was doing all these GameStop, working at GameStop, the manager at GameStop. And so I involved that because I was doing retail. I was just doing retail managers and what it's like to work in retail. And the next thing you know, I started doing GameStop and then I started doing managers. And then once GameStop started to cool down, I was like, okay, well, let me just do fast food managers. And so I started doing like working in a fast food joint. And that's where you guys see me today is like, I started doing about people who work in fast food, night crew versus day crew, right? Morning crew,
right?
Which is the biggest thing. And that one just took off, man. Like you said, that one did like 200K and people started doing that. So then I started doing those. And then now here we are today where I'm still talking about managers at a restaurant, at a fast food restaurant, which is you from North Carolina too, so you never heard of this restaurant, but it's a restaurant called Culver's. I guess it's in Florida. And it's in Wisconsin, but they have like custard and they have like, I've never been. Keep in mind, people think I've been there and people think I worked there. I've never been to Culver's. I've never even seen it. I just chose a random restaurant. And one of my followers says, oh yeah, this is what happens when I was at Culver's. And I think it's Culver's. And so I just researched it on Google, found the background, green screened it using Canva. And I started doing these Culver TikToks. Managers, people that work there, crazy customers requesting stuff, and people just love it. So I just kept doing it. That's what I've been doing, man, for the past, I don't know, this thing I've been doing for the past month now. And, some of them will take off 100K, but it's been really like, I've been getting like 100,000 view plus now in the past 2 weeks, at least one video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. It's like you said that you use trends. You kind of look at that, and isn't it interesting how humans are? Like we just like so simply can be like all into one thing, and then the next moment we're like not into it.
Man. I mean, that's how I guess that's why they talk about like 15 seconds of fame and stuff, man. Because like. You see people, famous actors and stuff that was like on top of the world in the 90s. On top of the world. Pauly Shore was on top of the world when I was a kid. You know what I mean? In the 90s, Pauly Shore he was writing his own checks. And now people just look at him like, You know, he's just an average dude. I mean, he was on top of the world, and movie after movie after movie.
The
And then
weasel.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Hey, buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
Buddy.
yeah, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so even that fact that, his mom owns a laugh factory here in LA, but he's a legacy, but still, it's like even still, like you would think people would just pull him into movies just to be like, hey man, I want to be able to get some time at the Laugh Factory. Let me put Pauly Shore in some movies, but no. But so yeah, man. I mean, people, I would say, yeah, they changed their mind about stuff. Once
Yeah.
into it. So I mean, like Bruce Lee said, you got to be like water. And
Water.
just flow with it, man. And so with
Hey.
TikTok, once the views start going down or the comments start going down, I'm like, all right, I just move on. For me, and it's like, I'm an actor, I'm a writer, so these people, I'm not just nothing against people who just do regular videos, right? But I'm like a trained actor. Like I do auditions and all that, and I've written shows and all that. So it's just like, for me, yeah, I can just flow on to the next thing. Some people, this is just their one thing that they can do, and then that's it. Like, nope, all right, I'm gonna do some skits about this now. I'm gonna do some skits about somebody who work at a national park. Like I can
Right.
take it any direction I want
Right.
to,
Right.
and try to and pull the funny out of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, you really got a knack for that. Really, like it's cool. It seems natural. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Okay, okay, all
All
right. I'm
right,
ready for some
all
questions here,
right.
Jake. You want to take Jake the Snake?
A little bit random.
All
Okay,
right, I'm
so
with the random. I can flow with the random.
if you could be any animal, which one would you be, and why?
Oh man, I gotta be a lion, man. Only because I read this. I was reading this email the other day. It was like a newsletter, but yeah, man. Apparently, a lion, and they was just talking about how you should work. Right, you're doing some work right now via podcast, and everybody else out there, whatever kind of work you're doing, you don't have to be a creator like us, but whatever work you're doing, your own business or whatever. He was saying like, look, be like a lion. Work like a lion. He said a lion, they look, at their prey. They scan
Mm-hmm.
everything that's going on. They wait,
Right.
and then they pounce, right? And then they go back to observing. Wait again, pounce, right? So that's what, and I seen like Gary V. I guess I watched a lot of Gary V. And I think he's kind of like the same way. He used to say the same thing, like, well, even though you guys see me a lot, I watch a lot. He's like,
Mm.
I'm pretty much 90% of the time I'm observing stuff. And so for me, as a content creator, whatever you do, doesn't matter. But I just try to be like a lion, man, and just see what people are doing that's working. Because for me, I can think of a ton of stuff, man, that I'm doing. I'm not trying to copy people, but it's like you just got to see what people like, and then like, okay, I'll do that. You know what I mean? But put
Yeah.
your spin on. But put your spin on it. So that's what a lion is, just looking around like, okay, I'll eat that. Since that's delicious and everyone else is eating it, I'm gonna eat that. Sit back down and just observe everybody else, and see what's working.
That's really
And,
kind of how it has to be, isn't it?
and I'm a Leo, so shouts out to all the Leos out there. Roar! There you go. You back. But is your audio back? That's what's missing. And this is why I stopped doing live.
I guess we'll have to settle with this.
It's all good.
Um, yeah, no, that's I love when that happens. It keeps it real, like
Yeah.
great
Anything can happen.
stuff, guys, raw cut. Okay,
It's like
sweet.
spring break.
Now, how would you convince somebody to do something they didn't want to do?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been reading a lot this week. So the best way to convince somebody to do something they don't want to do is to tell them the benefits. All right. So let's just say everybody's kind of scared of water, even though you're right there by the beach. So life's a beach, Myrtle Beach. Even though you're right there by the water, we know you're not scared. But if someone was scared to get into the ocean, which a lot of people are, you could let them. You got to tell them. I would tell them like, hey man, look, once you get into this ocean, and get your swim on, then you'll be able to swim in any ocean that you want to, and you'll be able to tell people that, you swam into the biggest ocean in the Atlantic, or I just say you swam into the Atlantic. So you'll be able to get jobs because you swam in the Atlantic Ocean. Something crazy, right? But that helps them. So you got to talk about the benefits that help people out.
There you go. It's more of a positive viewpoint of it.
Right. Yeah. I could be negative too, right?
No, for
Tell
sure.
them they need to get up in that water.
Get over there. There's so many things to be scared of in the water too. But at the same time, I like to be at one with the ocean,
Oh, really?
Be at one with the ocean. Not in any kind of weird way, but it's like respect. It's like this mutual respect. It's like people are like, oh, the sharks. Interesting fact is that at least this is the way I always grew up.
Mm-hmm.
If there's like a shark, I wouldn't be out by myself. But if there's like a group of surfers, a bunch of guys surfing, that shark should be the one that's scared. Even though humans aren't gonna, go at it. It's like a battle versus a shark and like six guys. But it's kind of puts me at ease. It's like, okay, we're all out here together. It's mutual respect. It's like, hey, shark, you just do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
We do our thing. It's all good. It's mutual.
So you think that the shark's gonna be like, okay, he's not gonna be like, oh, I don't like him. No, he's a little too skinny, and he's thick enough. Because there's five of them. Like the shark can't decide, like, okay, just because there's five of y'all, I just need one of you.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Right, yeah. You know what I'm just saying? Which one of y'all gonna be my boar's head right now?
And it's like that, man. Sometimes it's just your mindset too,
No,
it's a mindset.
Real. Yeah, but my mindset is gonna be ankle deep when I get to the ocean, okay? Except for when I was in Hawaii, though. Hawaii, on my honeymoon, I was in the ocean all the way up to my chest, the deepest I ever been, because that water was like crystal clear.
Oh, you could see to the bottom.
Yeah, Lani Kai Beach, man. You got to go. Lani Kai, man, where that water looks crystal. But then some minnows came out. Literally some minnows came around us. And my wife was like, I got to get out of here. I was like, what?
Like, itty bitty.
Yes, itty bitty minnows. There was about 10 of them. And she left. She went right on to shore. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not going to stand here.
What do I do now? You're starting bobbing there in the water.
Yeah,
what am I gonna do now? Okay,
yeah.
I guess I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
So what's it like? Is it the constant? You just kind of what is your a day in the life? Basic day, like in simple terms.
Yeah. Oh well, it's
simple
very complicated. Yeah. I keep wanting to. Whenever I get a video guy, I definitely want to show people because people don't really probably wouldn't believe it. But a day in the life starts with me waking up. Every billionaire makes his bed. Just get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I mean? I wake up, I hit the gym. So I go to the gym for about an hour, come back, make sure my daughter's up. Oh, I'm sorry. Walk the dog first. Then go to the gym, come back, make sure my daughter's up for school. And then I'm trying to figure out, the important things. I have a to-do list, but it's in my head, all right? There are probably 3 most important things I need to get done, but really narrow it down to 2. Like today, there's 2 things that need to get done. One that just got posted right now as we were speaking. Was I needed to do a YouTube video on my main channel. This is my comedy channel at Kenyon Long. All right, you guys follow me on there. If you like, I guess fans are liking reaction videos. Reaction videos are mega hot right now, and I do skits on there. I was doing original shows on there, but apparently, I don't know, the algorithm don't like my original hardworking shows and game shows. But yeah, so figure out what's the two most important things that need to do. So one was this podcast, one was the YouTube channel, getting the video uploaded, and then doing this podcast interview, and of course working out every day. So those three most important things. After that, everything else is gravy. So TikTok is always on there as well. I kind of batch record, but then I post a lot in the day. I may post 4 TikToks, and so some days I don't have any TikToks that I need to record. So pretty much I'm shooting with TikToks every day. So I'll shoot about 4, try to do 4 in an hour.
Okay.
And literally,
nice.
I've only so I try to take an hour out. I'm like, okay, from 10 to 11, I'm shooting TikToks. So 10 to 11, it may go into 11:30 when I'm shooting TikToks. Then I'm like, okay, I need to eat lunch. So I eat lunch. And then, if I need to edit a YouTube video, I'll do that. Other than that, I'll play some Xbox or some Oculus. I don't have it with me. Some Oculus,
nice.
kind of stress reliever. And then I'm checking email. I'm emailing brands, and then I'm posting everywhere. So I'm posting in Snapchat still. I'm posting, I'll post my TikTok. I post it to Instagram Reels. I edit the Instagram Reel. I may post it to YouTube Shorts. I have a YouTube Shorts channel at Kenyon Long Shorts, and I'll post it there. And then, after that, I'm probably like working in the afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're everywhere.
You're man. It's good.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be everywhere. May not be consistently everywhere. Triller, I'm on Triller too, but I'll just post Triller like 4 times a week, basically. Which I heard that's what they're looking for. So,
okay.
But it may be different videos though. Different videos hit on different platforms.
Right.
The Colorverse thing, those are kind of hit and miss on Instagram right now. Instagram Reels.
Colorverse.
Yeah. So the ones that I'm doing right now on TikTok, those are a hit on TikTok, but they're not really a hit on YouTube. They're not really a hit on Instagram Reels. So I sometimes I just be like, forget it. I'll still post it on there just to have some content on there. Maybe somebody eventually find it, but other than that, I'll just try to post something different. Shoot something different to post for Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Triller. And
Nice. Now what's your go-to breakfast?
My go-to breakfast. Well, I have this app. I don't know if I can show it, but it probably wouldn't look good on camera. So there's an app called Fit Man Cook. It's by this dude from Dallas, and I think it's on both Android and iPhone. I have an iPhone, but so he has an app called Fit Man Cook. Then he also has a sister app that you pay for called Meal Prep Pro. I have to say that. It's tough, man. So on this app, man, I really trying to I'm on camera every day with TikTok and everywhere else. So I'm like, okay, the world gonna open up back soon. So I gotta, my gym finally opened back up. So I haven't been eating trash this whole time. I needed to eat even better. So I got this app. So I usually now open up this app and see what's the meal for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't stick to it religiously, but I try to hit like 3 out of 4 meals. And so this morning I do love this. It's called like a banana split almost. It's a banana. You split it in half. You put it in a bowl. You got oats, but you use Greek yogurt, and then you add berries. And that's fire, man. That I'll go to eggs. You know what I mean? So I'm usually pretty much 9 times out of 10 eating eggs and toast. So that is the go-to.
Nice.
In a roundabout way. So check out Meal Prep Pro or Fit Man Cook, man. You got some dope recipes on there.
Nice, man. Fit Man.
What about you?
Pro? Oh,
What's your go-to?
my go-to, man. I am not a
I know you're not healthy now. You want like I want a
this
bacon sandwich with some bacon on top of some bacon in some bacon fat, and don't forget the bacon.
the bike.
Come to teach you, North Carolina. Here in Burgaw, North Carolina, we
Burger,
got bacon.
burger.
we got the new bacon sandwich dipped in bacon fat.
And
Shouts out to
fried to a
Burgaw.
bacony crisp.
Right.
Burger. That's a perfect name. When you want to sound like you're from North Carolina, just say
Yeah,
some of these
Burgaw.
names.
Yeah.
Names.
Went to college with somebody from Burgaw. I said, you from where? And my ex-girlfriend was from Teachie. So that's how I was going to like Wilmington. Sometimes I go see her. I'm like, this is it? This is the town? You know, like, y'all got one stoplight in Teachie.
Wow. It sounds like it's got only one stoplight.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away from Wilmington.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yep.
Then that is like
Yep.
middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. 40 minutes. Yeah. No. Why don't I remember that? Didn't travel up to Raleigh enough, I guess.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Enough, but not as much as I to remember teaching. Now,
Oh, you
right
were going
now.
right past it.
Oh, yeah. Right now, let's say, all right,
Mhm.
you're probably really big if people give you a scenario. So here's a scenario in your
Okay.
house right now. Here's your scenario. I like to use this one. But everybody's response is different. That's what makes it nice.
Okay.
So behind you, the door opens and a penguin comes in wearing a sombrero. Why is he there? What's his name? Why is he there? And what does he say?
Okay. A penguin comes in my door wearing a sombrero. Well, clearly. Why is he there? And what's the other one?
And what does he say?
Okay. So he's here because Taco Tuesday. All right. So that's why he's here for. And we just had tacos last night on Tuesday. I didn't think about that. And then what he's brought though is that he's brought some delicious churros. Okay, churros. I'm from North Carolina, man. I ain't never had churros, so I came out here. All right, so he's bringing me some churros. I ain't at home making churros. Nor can you just buy them in a grocery store. You got to go to a restaurant for churros.
Truth.
Yeah, put them right there. Put them right there, man. Churros, man. Costco got them though. Costco got them.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah,
they got
Costco
everything.
got churros. Yeah, yes, sir. But you know, we from North Carolina. All we know is Sam's Club. My mom be asking me like, "Do y'all got a Sam's Club?" I was like, "Yo, it's like 2 Sam Clubs in L.A. and they're like miles apart. One deep in L.A. and then one way out here in Santa Clarita Valley, and that's it. The rest of them just Costco. Costco runs it.
They're everywhere, man. Costco's everywhere.
It's kind of like preteens on TikTok. They run it, you know. Shouts out to Charlie D'Amelio. We run it. We just renting the space. I'm just renting the space on TikTok. They run it.
Man, TikTok is a big thing.
It is.
It's so big that remember that one time I told you I was singing on that app,
Yeah.
Smule.
Smule. Yeah.
Well, recently they got this. Some TikToker did kind of make fun of somebody. I don't know who. At least this is what I heard, and they shared it on TikTok. And it somehow got back. They shared the video or whatever of making fun, and like this person, whoever it was, had all these fans. At least that's what I heard. Don't mark my word, but they're like brought everybody. Like so many people from TikTok just jumped over to Smule. Like, what is this? And like, there's just is overrun with kids now, and
oh man,
a lot of them can't sing. And a lot of them just like are making fun of stuff, and people that have only been on for like a week or so have like thousands of followers, and it's like they've been there for a long time or something.
Yeah,
the trending recordings are all like all these songs that like aren't really songs, like cartoon show themes from Japan or something.
So now it's time for you to come on over. I beg people, and I said this week on my YouTube, my other YouTube channel, my tech channel, where I teach people about short form video called Short Form Tech. Shameless plug, but I begged people in this video I dropped this week. I said I begged people that I talk to, people don't believe me. I begged them to get on TikTok. And you were one of them. You were one of them. I got a DM from my boy from Atlanta. He's a comedian. I told him last year to get on TikTok. I told him when I was in Atlanta. And I was in Atlanta last year, but the year before that, I think I told him to get on TikTok. And now he sent me a DM this week like, yo, man, how do you do? I was like, man. But guess what? It's plenty of time, folks. It's still time to get on TikTok. And guess what, Jake? It's time for you to get on TikTok. There are people singing on TikTok, not just doing comedy. There are lawyers on TikTok. I'm not TikTok's ambassador. I mean, they do pay me. I am in the creator, but I'm not getting globs of money. But I am in the creator fund. TikTok's not too far away. They're in Culver City. That's like a 25-minute drive for me. But I have done a TikTok in front of TikTok. But I haven't been inside the building. I'm not invited yet to the cookout. But Jake, you do have time to get on TikTok and sing or whatever you want to do. There is a fan base for everybody.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm learning that, and it's kind of a cool thing, you know. I mean, you're obviously from what everybody has shown by following you and liking your videos,
right,
me included. You know that there is people that appreciate what you do, you know.
I don't know if they appreciate what I do, but I know they're definitely having some arguments this week, going back and forth. That other video that just went, I don't know, half viral, 100,000 views. But yeah, people are arguing. I kind of like to do right now. You know, I thought about this, Jake. I said, you know what? Right now, for these series of videos, I guess my job is to parody managers, right? When I do a manager video, I'm trying to I do parodies, of course, but my job is to make sure I do justice by parodying a manager. Now, I'm do videos based off of people's comments. So people start commenting at me. I'm like, no. This person's story that they say is true. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what they say. So I'm just doing a video based off what the situation would be in my head. You know, this girl said that we talked about the video, but yeah, her manager called her to come into work when she was in a coma. I said, dang. So I said, oh yeah, I got to do that video.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I was just doing it, you know, based off of that, and then people just start, oh man, yeah, my manager did this, and they just like arguing. And someone, I guess in London, said, man, is it like that working in America? I said, look, man, it's not like this at all places. I said, just most of them.
Yeah, I know. It blows people's minds in other countries, I think, with some of the things that happen here.
And that's what I'm saying, man. You got to get that international love, all right? Jake, we want to see you on TikTok, you know. Just pick a lane, you know what I mean?
That's what it comes down to, man, picking a lane.
Yeah. For me, I learned that on TikTok because I think that was a struggle too, man. It's a struggle even all over Instagram, YouTube. I think Instagram now, since they're the lowest for me for engagement, for views, you know what I mean? Now, I got to keep Instagram because certain casting directors look at that, but now it's like, yo, I could just show you my TikTok. But yeah, now I could do pretty much do any other kind of skits on Instagram. YouTube, they're kind of getting like that too, where the algorithm's like, no, you need to pick this.
Yeah, right.
And stick to it for a while. And yeah, it's tough because you got all kinds of crazy ideas and I spew them out, and I see other people have been doing that and they get success, and you think you can do it? Nope. Yeah. But TikTok is definitely like that. When you get started, y'all watching this, look at people who are popular on whatever you want to do. I don't care if it's cooking, a lawyer, a real estate agent, whatever it is they doing. If that's your lane, like I say, do what they're doing, put your own spin on it, use the same sounds they using, hashtags, but stick to that style. When whatever pops off, you got to keep doing that and run it into the ground. So that's what I do. I like whenever, GameStop was going, I was doing a bunch of GameStops and I was just doing it, run it all the way into the ground. Then once it stops, just move on to the next thing, run it all the way into the ground. There's this hilarious dude. He's a comedian, and I just saw him on the For You page, and I think he's based in New York though, but he did a video based off of being at a furniture store. I think it's IKEA, and he was just talking about how customers come in. You probably seen him, and he's like, I think his was similar to mine. He's like, oh, whenever they ask about, is there someone in the back? He's like, I am the back. There's no manager here. And literally, that's all he does. All he does is just the same background, and he'll do situations, and it's literally like 15, I feel like it's like 10 seconds. And he's been doing the same one for the past 2 months. Just, different situations, but still like the premise is customers saying stupid stuff, and you give them a funny answer. And now that I saw that he has a show in New York, because he's a stand-up comedian, and I guess his show was sold out, and then he just did like a little video with the same background. He's like, yeah, my show's sold out, but guess what? I got a second show. I was like, yeah, that's what's dope, man. So it's just yeah. You're not gonna be Charlie. You're not gonna be Dixie. I think that's what people kind of get complaining about and start, complaining about TikTok. Oh man, TikTok tripping, man. I don't trip. I don't get too high. I don't get too low. I just got to show the numbers whenever I want to do a brand deal. And so for me, like you said, I'm trying to be everywhere. So my main concentration is YouTube. That's my concentration. But with TikTok, I just try to use it. I try to use it to promote my YouTube, but you got to give people what they want until you get to 1 million followers. Then you can just do whatever you want. Hey, buy my t-shirts, buy my guitar. You're going to have some people buy it. Go to my website, sign up my email list. But I'm just trying to lay the groundwork now, until I get there. And then, just grind it out, man. Just grind it out.
Well, much respect to you and what you do, because see, that's the thing. It's like, it's people like you that are the kind of encouragement that other people see. They're like, hey, and you're just a normal dude, but you grinding, it's not stopping, and that eventually it will pay off.
Yeah.
It is work. When people see it, unless you get on, if you guys have ever gotten on TikTok, which I think most people have, and I've even done it, but it's like some things you just, when you don't know exactly how to work things, it's a little bit confusing, and then you kind of a lot of times people just stop right there. But yeah, man, you just keep pushing, and it's cool.
Yeah, man.
Now, I'm gonna ask you, I think, one more question.
Well, you got a notebook here, huh? Wait a minute. It's like I hear it, but I don't see it. Only thing you haven't done is lick your finger. Now let me see it. I got a. Dang. Sound like you're one of your old UNC Dub college books.
Yeah, right. Now I'm gonna ask these questions. I want to get the first thing that comes to your head. We'll try to give them rapid success.
Okay,
here,
rapid. All right, here we go. Rapid.
What if you had a boat? What would you name it?
Missy.
What's the closest thing to magic?
Views.
What will finally break the internet?
Kim Kardashian naked.
Where is the worst smelling place you've ever been?
The farm.
What's the most useless talent you have?
Tying shoes.
And what would be 3 things on the gag reel of your life?
Falling off the bunk bed as a child. Being nervous in high school for a speech. And hitting my head on the tree stump like 2 months ago. Tree branch. I was looking at my phone, and it was like a low branch, a very low. I was like, what? It went boom. I hit it hard. I thought I had a concussion. I said, where did that branch come from? You already know you hit yourself. And you're like, where did that? You blame the object. Where did that chair come from?
Oh yeah, you always blame the object.
Yeah, what is that? That was a low branch though. It was like you walking on the sidewalk. How's a branch that low?
Yes, man. Yes. That was great. You answered us so quick. Y'all heard it here.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here.
Yeah, so y'all the first to know about that.
Well, hey man, it's been awesome to have you.
Hey, Jake, man, I appreciate you having me on your podcast, man. Yo, it's dope to be here, man. And you know, I know you the king of Shmuel, so I'm just
No,
excited to be in your presence, man. You know what I mean? At your kingdom, just I'm just the jester, in the kingdom
no.
of the Shmuel.
I'm just a drop in a bucket, dude.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it's fun. Hey man, you should get your daughter over there.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
I
she
tried to.
sings. Uh-huh.
I did try to get her on Smule, man. I don't know, man. She's becoming a watcher now. Like, yo, they singing over
Okay.
there. You know what I mean? So I
Taking
gotta
after her
definitely.
dad, taking after her
Yeah,
daddy. She's
yeah,
watching and waiting to
yeah.
pounce.
Well, I don't think but she's not pouncing. That's the problem.
Well,
She's not
yeah,
pouncing. She just scrolls, keeps scrolling. I'm like, yo, well, you got to get back to creating. So, but she just watches YouTube too. She's
right.
YouTube. YouTube. She's definitely. I'm like, I'm paying for cable. Why? why?
Yeah, right.
Why am I paying for cable again? She's just gonna watch YouTube all day.
Yeah, well, hey man, they'll come along.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They
Yeah, oh
always
yeah.
do, like a boomerang.
That's right, bro. Well,
Yeah.
stick around, everybody. Kenyon Long. You can follow him. I'll put those links down below. You can find him on all types of social media platforms.
Oh yeah, yeah. Follow me, y'all. Follow me. I'm only at, and let's just say I'm not the king of TikTok. I have eight. I'm sorry. I just have 18,000 followers. That took me 2 years to get. All right, so let's just say, all right, I'm not killing it, but we trying to get to 100,000 right now. So you like people, I'll make a comment. I make a video based off your comment. You tell me a crazy story about whatever type of video I'm doing. It just depends. But yeah, I do videos based off of people comments mostly. And let's get it, man. If you from North Carolina, the whole state of North Carolina needs to follow me on TikTok, though, and South Carolina. Let's just be clear about that. All right,
Y'all hear
let's just
that?
be clear. North Carolina, South Carolina, stand up. Definitely. I need both states following me, regardless. All right, because when I blow up, we blow up. All right. Yeah, man. Whole
Truth.
TikTok tour. Me and Jake. Then I do TikTok live, and I'm gonna come to Columbia, South Carolina. Then Jake gonna have his guitar out there. He gonna be singing. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna do some jokes and have some TikTok games and to make some people selling some TikTok food. And then Jake gonna be like, "Yo, I got some creamsicles." I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Come on, get your cream.
Yeah, man. So, I'm in Carolina all day.
Awesome, man. Well, we can't wait. Let's make it happen.
Yes,
Let's make it
sir.
happen.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
road to 1,000,000.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right.
Thanks, Kenyon.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. See you, brother.
All right.
Well, guys, that's Kenyon Long, and I'll put all those links down below. Awesome to have him on the show. Go follow him right now. I mean, it's awesome to meet new people. Like I said here on Within the Paragon, you're gonna meet people that you've probably seen or not, and well, this is where you're gonna see it. And so, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, hit that subscribe button, whichever side of the screen it's on. I haven't learned that yet, and hit that like button if you like what you saw tonight or today or wherever you're viewing in from. Again, always look forward to catching you guys every week. Any questions or concerns, or that sounds so political. Any questions you have, please type them in and let me know about it, and I'll be sure to get back with you. So I'm Jake Stanley. This is Within the Paragon. Catch you next week.